Okay, so this is the opening. This is the port side of the boat, port side, the left side of the boat. This is the opening. And this covers like a gigantic C, letter C. That's the opening of the letter C. So that's one panel, starting here all the way around to where the clip, that big clip is. It's one panel, all the way around, one panel. There's a fold in here that needs to be sewn together. There's a fold on that side as well. So this is one panel all the way around. So this panel here goes longitudinally, and it's about 13 foot long. This thing is 13 foot long, ends right there. This is the tricky part, because there's two panels here. That's one panel, goes all the way to that side and drops. So one panel here. Okay, then there's this panel here, and there's a part hidden underneath this. It goes up, goes all the way across, and folds on the other side. So there needs to be a seam right there, and the seam continues on top and continues on the other side. So we're joining these two panels together. These weird angles is because of the shape of the boat, okay? But the panels are rectangular. Another weird angle. So this is the panel that comes from that side of the boat and joins this panel that goes to the other side. So it needs to be sewn together here, and then here there's a right angle seam that needs to go right there. Right there. It's about 1.5 feet long and maybe 3-4 feet down. And then this panel goes across. Pretty much the same exact thing on the other side. Same exact thing on the other side. Yeah, we're gonna take care of this thing here later. Don't worry about that. So this panel is the one that came from the other side. There's a 3-foot seam here. No, I'm sorry. This seam goes all the way across and on the other side. This seam is the same as on the other side. There's a 2-foot seam here, or 1.5, and then another long seam that goes all the way to the bottom where those pins are, the little white-headed pins are close to where the seam needs to be. So this is another 13-foot long seam, okay? 13-foot long seam. It goes from here to here. There's a seam together. On the other side of this seam is open, where the clip is. It's open, so we can unwrap this thing. So there's a seam that needs to go here, and then another fold. Oops, another fold right here, similar to that one. And we need to lay that on the floor to be flat and sewn together. Whatever leftover material we have here, like to sew it together in kind of a seam, you know, a sewing line right there, holding that flap of material that is left over. I don't want to cut it. It's basically that.